Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know about this now, or if you're hearing about this for the first time, use this to your advantage to prepare ahead of time, because this winter is going to be very difficult for many that are in the bottom of the socio-economic ladder. Meaning that if you're already struggling to pay your bills, get ready to struggle some more, ladies and gentlemen, because things just keep piling up. Not only is everything more expensive than what it was a year ago, but it's going to get even more expensive to include heating fuels. Brace for a price shock. American heating bills to soar up to 50% this winter. And after I go through this short article, I'm going to go ahead and show you the PDF that actually shows how much is expected to go up by fuels. It is incredible. If you can get it now, in my opinion, I would. I would stock up on it right now. Get your LP tanks filled now. Get your heating fuels now. Even stock up on some gasoline, ladies and gentlemen, because things are going to get pretty dicey this winter. Not only on food, not only on housing. I mean, I just heard that rental houses are like skyrocketing in price. So all of these landlords that hadn't gotten paid for the last year and a half or so, they are now raising their rental prices to all-time highs. But we're not here today to talk about rental prices. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going to happen this winter here in the United States of America and what is already happening in other countries, such as the UK. So far, Americans have been watching the money-depleting energy crisis that hit Europe and Asia with detached bemusement. Ladies and gentlemen, only because it happens somewhere else doesn't mean that it cannot happen here. After all, while U.S. energy prices are higher, they are nowhere near the hyperinflation observed in Europe. That is about to change because, as the Energy Information Administration warned this week, much higher heating bills are coming this winter. And I'm going to show you that PDF, and I'm going to share with you where you can hit the PDF. You can actually get that PDF right here. If you can see where I'm pointing, where it says PDF. So what this is saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that nearly half of all of U.S. households are going to be paying 30% more compared to last year to heat their homes this winter. The agency added that bills would be 50% higher if the winter is 10% colder than average, and 22% higher if the winter is 10% warmer than average. What is this winter being predicted to be, ladies and gentlemen? A colder or warmer winter? It is being predicted to be a colder winter than it was last year. So people are going to be paying 50% more on average to heat their homes. Are you getting ready for this? Hopefully you already have enough food put away. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we prepare for. If you are in a situation where maybe you don't generate a lot of income, hopefully you've been doing it slow and steady, and you've grown your pantry to a size that can get you through a winter. And now that we're getting hit with this, with a winter fuel bill that is going to be at 50% more than what it was last year, now at least you know, hey, I'm going to be able to make it because we have enough food for the winter. And even if we have to dip into that food stock that we have, at least we have the food. And we can at least plan for this winter as far as what we're going to do for our fuels. What do I say? I say get it now. If you can, get it now, while the prices still have not caught up. Yes, prices are at, I think, a 10-year high or something like that for fuel right now. But they're going to get a lot worse, ladies and gentlemen. So get your fuel now if you need fuel. If you can pay ahead of time, for example, if you have a service from a propane company and you can buy fuel at today's price and just have it in your account, where they say, yes, your account is credited 500 gallons of liquid propane because you've already paid for it, then do that if you can. I don't even know if you can do that or not. Then do that if you can. The forecast rise in costs, according to the report, will result in an average natural gas home heating bill of $746 from October 1 to March 31, compared to $573 during the same period of last year. That may not sound like a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen, but if you're already barely making it, that is everything. The IEA projects that U.S. households will spend more on energy this winter than they have in several years due to soaring energy prices. Natural gas futures have this year reached a 7-year high, and the likelihood of more frigid winter than most of the country saw last year. And here it says that the Epoch Times adds, propane costs are forecasted to rise by 54%. Heating oil to rise by 43%. Oh my good, ladies and gentlemen, 43% for heating oil, 54% for propane. I thank the good Lord that I have my propane filled this summer. Natural gas costs to rise by 30% and electricity costs to rise by 6%. And with natural gas consumption projected to rise by 3% this winter, households are expected to spend $746 this winter, up from $573 in the last winter. The increase in natural gas heating costs varies by region within the Midwest U.S., leading the price hike at 45% increase from last winter, and the Northeast expecting a hike of 14%. Nearly half of all U.S. households use natural gas as the primary source of heating. Households relying on heating oil over winter will spend $1,734 over winter, relative to $1,212 from last winter. And that's pretty accurate, ladies and gentlemen, when compared to what I spent last winter to heat my home. Last winter, I spent roughly $1,350 or so. And thank goodness, like I said, I spent the same thing for this winter because I topped off my tanks earlier this summer. Houses in northeastern regions will be more affected by the price hike, as nearly 1 in 5 homes in the region rely on heating oil as their primary source of space heating. The projection is based on the Brent crude oil price, which helps determine the prices of U.S. petroleum products. Now, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you don't know, but I believe that Brent crude and even WTI are trading at over $80 per barrel right now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's like a 10-year or 7-year high or something like that. But ladies and gentlemen, the thing is this. It's going to go higher. Oil prices are going to go higher. We have decimated our oil production here in these United States. And we now rely on outside countries to provide us with that oil. Not sure if you know this, but the current president asked the OPEC nations here not too long ago, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, if they can up oil production so that it would ease the prices that we were paying at the pump. And pretty much Saudi Arabia said, go pound sand. We've got to deal with Russia now. So we don't need you anymore, U.S. They're going to do whatever they want, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to either increase production or lower production. And what do we have to do? We have nothing that we can do. Our oil production has pretty much been shut down or cut in half. And to finish it off here, if you use propane, you're going to expect to spend about $631 more on average compared to last winter. Residents of the Midwest can spend on average $1,800 this winter, reflecting higher propane prices and a 2% increase in consumption. And the reason they're saying 2% increase in consumption, ladies and gentlemen, I'm assuming is because they already know that we're going to have a colder winter this year. Propane prices have been at their highest since February 2014 due to increased global demand, relatively flat U.S. propane production, and limited oil supplies from OPEC countries. And we just talked about that. The looming increase on top of rising prices for many consumer goods and commodities is likely to cause stress for Americans at many income levels. Ladies and gentlemen, get it now if you can. Get it now if you can. That is why we prepare. Let me go ahead and share with you really quick the EIA PDF that this article was based on. And it says here from the EIA, the U.S. Energy Information Administration, as we head into the winter of 2021 and 22, retail prices for energy are at or near multi-year highs in the United States. The high prices follow changes to U.S. energy supply and demand patterns in response to this health crisis. I would have to say that I 100% disagree with that, ladies and gentlemen. The rise in prices, ladies and gentlemen, is because of the actions that have been taken and the regulations and or laws that have been passed that have shut down our energy independence as a nation. That's what the high prices are. Because now where we have to rely on another country, it used to be that we could produce enough to supply for ourselves. We expect that households across the United States will spend more on energy this winter compared with the past several winters because of higher energy prices and because we assume, they assume slightly colder winter than last year in much of the United States. Now they're saying slightly colder winter, ladies and gentlemen. You could probably say it's going to be a colder winter, a much colder winter. I think it's La Nina that's coming around this year, and I do believe that La Nina is associated with colder winters. And here they say we expect that nearly half of U.S. households that heat primarily with natural gas are going to spend 30% more, but on average will spend 50% more if winter is 10% cooler, and 20% more or 22% more if the winter is 10% warmer. So even if we have a warmer winter, you're going to pay 22% more than what you did last year. They expect that 41% of U.S. households that heat primarily with electricity, oh my goodness, I feel terrible for people that primarily heat with electricity. They will spend 6% more or 15% more in a colder winter and 4% more in a warmer winter. 5% of households that heat primarily with propane are going to spend, ladies and gentlemen, 54% more to 94% more. If it's a colder winter, if it is a colder winter by like 10 degrees, they're going to pay 94% more. And if it's a warmer winter, 29% more. So at the very least, 29% more. 4% of U.S. households that heat primarily with heating oil will spend 43 to 59% more. And the same business as before. 30% more if it's going to be a warmer winter, but more than likely it will not. Ladies and gentlemen, just get prepared. Listen, I know that I've been coming out with these news articles and these videos pretty much on a daily basis, but it's because I want you to be informed. And I want you to go out there and do your research. That way, when prices for heating your home escalate to 50% more, 90% more than what you're used to paying, it doesn't hit you by surprise. So that you can take a little bit of time now to do some research and say, oh, this guy is full of dookie. He doesn't know what he's talking about. None of this is going to happen, then fine. Because it is you, ladies and gentlemen, it is you that have to live via the consequences of your actions. You can either listen or not listen to what I'm putting out. But please do your own research. That way you can better prepare yourself for what's coming ahead. This is going to be a rough winter for many people. I mean, many people right now are at risk of losing their homes. And evictions are happening. They are happening. They're just being localized. They are being localized so that 1 million people aren't being put out on the street at the same time. They're doing it in chunks. What are these people going to do that can't even afford to pay for a roof over their head? If they do get a roof over their head, how are they going to be able to afford to heat their homes? Prepare now, ladies and gentlemen, because that's the only way that we're going to get through this. We have to be prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been getting emails with people asking me when is the next nutrient survival promotion going to take place, because I really want to buy it now to stock up. I guess people are seeing what's going on with other long-term food storage companies, that they're running out of product to be able to sell and so forth. Our next promotion is probably not going to start for about a month. However, for those of you that are interested, and if you're not interested in nutrient survival for whatever reason, then have a good day. Thank you very much for joining in today. Many blessings to all of you and your families. All right. But for those of you that are interested, I wanted to show you a way that you can actually save money. If you want to stock up, you can actually save money. And it actually took me a little time to figure this out. Now, I talked to Becky since I received those emails, and I asked her, hey, can we do something a little bit earlier, before November, because people really want to get stocked up now. And she's talking it over with the bosses to see what they say, but we'll take it from there. However, this is what I do to save some money. So let's say that you want to buy some homestyle scramble, but you want to stock up on it. Okay, this works on almost everything except for like the cookies and things like that. But for all the main entrees that they sell, it works this way. So 1 can of homestyle scramble is $55. But if you buy 6 of them, and when you buy 6 at a time, it's easier for them to package it. They actually save a little bit of money in packaging and stuff like that and shipping. So it's reduced by 5%. So if you buy 6, it's $313. So let's go ahead and add that to our cart and see what it comes down to once we add the AP10 code, which will give you an additional 10% off. So the AP10 code, well, we can just do this right here. Let me get my calculator out. So if you have $313.50, if you're getting 6 of them, and then you deduct 10% from that, and all you have to do to deduct the 10% is multiply this number times 0.90, because you're paying 90% of that price. It comes out to $282.50, which makes it to where each can is now only $47 instead of $55. This is what I do when I want to stock up on Nutrient Survival. I always buy each individual item times 6 because it gives me that additional 5% off. Now, I know that this may be out of the price range for some. However, take a look at this savings, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the hardcore Nutrient Survival person out there like myself. All right, I'm trying to get myself at least one of these packs every month. May not be able to do it every month, but these 90-day food kit packs is $1,510. It's a 15% savings. So if we take $1,510 and multiply it times 90%, it's $1,359. So that right there is your best bang for your buck. So let's see how much you're really saving if you use the AP10 code for a 90-day kit. Let's go ahead and add the $1,770. You're saving $411. Now again, ladies and gentlemen, I understand. I hope that those of you that think that Nutrient Survival is too expensive and all of that kind of stuff didn't even stay to watch this part, because I am addressing this to those of you that sent me emails that wanted to know about the pricing and about the next promotion. So if you want to get the best bang for your buck, even if you have to save up for it, this is the best way to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you can get the best bang for your buck. However, if we do have another promotion prior to the November promotion that we're going to have, I will let every one of you know. That way you will know that you can take advantage of it. And like I said, I'm not sure that we're even going to have one. I'm not sure if they have the capacity right now. However, the November promotion that we've got going on, that's going to happen for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully those of you that are able to take advantage of this is a way that you can save some extra money. It's what I do, and it works for me. I think it's a great savings. The only difference is I have to pay an additional $50 for shipping, which I'm not complaining about. Having said that, we'll go ahead and talk about this a little bit more this afternoon during today's live stream, which is going to be at 2 p.m. Alaska time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. TGIF, happy Friday to all of you. I hope you're having a great day. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.